Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, Father in heaven, we thank you for all that you've given us. Thank you for our friends and the staff of Jenkins High School. Thank you for your Son who died and shed his blood on Calvary's cross for the remission of our sins. We pray that you continue to be with us, no matter what it is we go and do in life. Because through you all things are possible, and you will never leave nor forsake us. Be with us always. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
You may be seated. Jacob, I want to personally thank you, Jacob, for that, for the prayer. That really does something to me when I see a high school student who actually says something about Jesus, and I really appreciate that. I want to welcome everyone to tonight's 2013 graduation, to the parents, grandparents, guardians, and friends. I know this is a bittersweet moment for you because this is the end of high school. It's 13 years for most of you. But it's a new chapter that's about to begin. As each graduate tonight begins a new part of their life, as principal at Jenkins High School, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank you seniors for everything that you've contributed to this school. And that we want to make sure that you understand that our prayers and our thoughts are constantly with you as you go off to a new adventure in life. We want to congratulate you on tonight because this is your night. We want to thank you for everything that you've done. We want to thank your parents, grandparents, family, and friends. Especially, we want to thank you for being a part of Jenkins High School. At this time, I'd like to introduce some special guests tonight. Sitting behind me, Superintendent Deborah Watts, Chairman of the Board, Durwood Nairmore, Vice Chair, Mr. Tracy Goff, Board members, Laura Rivas, Elaine Sanders, and Paulette Sexton. Also like to special guest for tonight, our Representative Leslie Combs will be speaking tonight, our Director of Pupil Personnel, Mr. Rondell Baker, Guidance Counselor, Ms. Karen Corbett, and our Assistant Principal and my right-hand man, Mr. Bill Castle. I'd also like to welcome all the representatives here tonight who are presenting scholarships to our students. I want to thank everyone. I want you to just relax and enjoy the program tonight. And at this time, I'll introduce our Superintendent, Deborah Watts.
It's wonderful to look out tonight and see so many parents and grandparents and friends of these students. You're the people who have helped them, get them to school, get them ready, send them, and I know that each and every one of you want only the best for your children. We hope that we have fulfilled our duty to you in educating your children at Jenkins Independent. This is a very, very special place, and we want to congratulate them. They work hard, they persevere, they just go above and beyond to make sure that they meet their goals. They spent so much time in making sure they were college and career ready, and just their perseverance is something to be admired and respected. They are so respectful to all our staff, and they just come to school to work, and they have goals set, and then they know where they're going. And that makes us feel very proud to have worked with you all. There's so many people here tonight who support you. We look for your success. We will feel we are successful as you are successful. We want to thank all those people that are here tonight to support you, those that are here to present scholarships that support you, and your efforts to just reach your goals and enter into careers where you can be satisfied and happy, and that you can be good citizens to work with your communities You've had so many role models here at Jenkins. You've got parents who've volunteered, who's helped you. They've taken you to ball games, they've driven your buses, they've reached in their pockets to give you money when on school trips. They've contributed through all your sales to make sure that they support you. You have teachers who've gone above and beyond to help you be college and career ready. And you know, that was a goal for us. That was a goal for everybody here, for this board, for your principals, for your teachers. Everybody went above and beyond to get you all ready to leave this school college and career ready. I cannot tell you how proud we are to have had you in our school, to know you, and to know that you're going to have great futures, and hope that you will come back here to Jenkins and mentor other students and help them be successful also. We congratulate you from the bottom of our hearts.
As Ms. Watts stated, we've had a lot of students that have applied for scholarships, worked on their ACT, taken those classes that they needed to, and there's a group of students that were recognized earlier this week that I want them to stand up. The students that went to the vocational school that met their college and career readiness goals, I would like for you to stand up at this time. We're really proud of you all. Very good. We're extremely proud of the things you guys have done. We have 2 new scholarships, and this is through the Herff Jones Corporation. This is where we are getting our diplomas and things, and the caps and gowns that you're wearing. This is the company, and because he supports education, or the company supports education, they wanted to honor some of our students with scholarships. And at this time, the first recipient of the Herff Jones Scholarship is Miss Catherine Church. And our other Herff Jones Scholarship, these are a $250 book scholarship for these students, goes to Allison Goodson. The Foundation for Fighting Renal Disease in Eastern Kentucky is a $100 scholarship given by Dr. J.V. Shondaronda for the purpose of encouraging all of us to be aware of the growing concern of renal disease in our area. The recipient is chosen by academic achievement in the areas of math and science. The recipient of the 2013 graduating class is Kevin Brashear. .26. I know, it is 4.2. Receiving the Marvin and Florence Music Scholarship for $500 at Big Sandy is Allison Goodson. we're going to sit down for a minute. Presenting the Chamber of Commerce scholarship is Joe without his right hand lady, DePriest.
Congratulations, seniors. This is a special day, and on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce of Letcher County, I'd like to wish you congratulations and say may God bless you and be with you in your journey wherever you may go. The Letcher County Chamber of Commerce is a nonprofit organization comprised of business and professional men and women who strive to improve the economic business environment in Letcher County. The Chamber highly values education and believes there is a direct relationship between work ethic and success. Therefore, the Chamber began a work ethic program to help prepare high school seniors for the transition from school to work. We feel strongly that students who understand and apply work ethic skills will have an advantage when seeking employment and post-secondary education. The criteria for our program, our work ethic program, maintains school attendance that complies with school board policy, receive no more than 2 unexcused absences, have no disciplinary referrals, maintain a 2.5 GPA, participate in 2 of the following: an organized or unorganized team sport, an extracurricular program, a part-time job or community service, and also complete a 6-week, 6-lesson online work ethic course. Now, the Chamber of Commerce, over the last 6 years we've been doing this work ethic program, we've given out over $14,000 to very deserving high school seniors. One thing that's different about our award, it's $1,000 in cash. It's a check, but it's like cash. There's no criteria for it. You can use it for whatever you want to use it for. The other thing that's a little different on our award, it's done through an interview system. It's not an essay or anything like that. Those that were involved in it know you went for an interview with 3 or 4 business people in this county, and those 3 or 4 business people are the one that graded you and awarded the $1,000 scholarship. Without any further ado, if you all would, you 3 that completed the course would come forward, we'll announce the award winner. Catherine Church, Allison DePriest, Allison Goodson, I'd like to say I compliment these girls and their effort they put forth. It's a work ethic program. The businesses that support us feel strong about this program, and we envision continuing it next year. Okay, girls, y'all worked hard for this. One of you, I don't have 3 scholarships, so I can just give 1. Let me give these first. And the winner of the $1,000 scholarship is Catherine Church. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Representing the University of Pikeville is Miss Teresa Lockhart.
Good evening. My name is Teresa Lockhart. I'm Director of P20 Initiatives and Academic Outreach at the University of Pikeville. Your counselor, Amber Collins, is at another event this evening. She sends her congratulations. I work with the dual credit program, so I've had a chance to become acquainted with some of you. You all need to take time before you leave this building tonight to thank Ms. Watts, your principal and your counselor, for allowing you all to come to the University of Pikeville and get dual credit. We have students in this graduating class tonight that already have 24 hours college credit that will go with them wherever they choose to go. And the best thing for you guys is it was free. It didn't cost you all a dime. Your school system paid for that. And we don't have another school system that picks up the tab, buses students for 30 minutes one way, 3 days a week, and allows them to have that opportunity. So thank you all for allowing them to do it. The board as well. At this time, on behalf of President Paul Patton, the Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff, I would like to present 22 scholarships to seniors in your graduating class. And this is a small class, so that's outstanding. Over a 4-year period, these students will be eligible to receive over $546,000 in scholarship funding. Again, give yourselves a hand. Some of you have already chosen to go a different college path, and that's great. We just want you to be successful whatever you do, but we wanted to recognize all of you, and we hope to see many of you at UPike this fall. We have Appalachian scholarships, which are valued at $5,250 a year toward tuition, room, and board, that go to Tyler Bowling. If you'll come up, Miss Corbett's going to give you your scholarship. She's going to hand it out. Yeah, come on up. Michael Childers. Brittany Church. Charlie Cox. Steve Dameron. Dakota Fleming. Dakota Sexton. Kayla Smith. And Amanda Dameron. Honors scholarships worth $6,000 a year are being awarded to David Adkins, Ricky Church, Allison DePriest, Haley Howard, Channing Richardson. Alumni scholarships valued at $6,750 a year are being awarded to Jacob Campbell, Allison Goodson, Aaron Halcomb, Casey Hall, and Autumn Ratliff. You have a presidential scholarship recipient, which is worth $7,500 a year, and it goes to Matthew Little. The last two scholarships go to two students that are graduating with 24 dual credit hours through the University of Pikeville. This is our highest awarded scholarship. It's the Commonwealth Scholarship valued at $9,000 a year. These go to Kevin Bashir and Billy Mullins. These students that leave UPike with 5 dual credit hours, if you come to us in the fall with a 3.0 average in those dual credit courses, you're also eligible for a $2,000 supplemental scholarship. Congratulations to the class of 2013, and again, we hope to see a lot of you at the University of Pikeville this fall. Thank you.
The Viola Phillips Scholarship is awarded in honor of Viola Phillips, who was a lifelong resident of Jenkins, and she was never able to get her education past the 8th grade. But she made certain that all of her children received a college education, and the children together thought to honor their mother, what better way than to give a scholarship that is renewable for a student. And the recipient this year of the Viola Phillips is Billy G. Mullins. Presenting the Ruby Ziteroff is Vice Chairman of the Board, Tracy Goff.
Good evening and welcome. I would like to offer my congratulations to each and every one of the graduating seniors tonight. I'd like to extend to each of you my well wishes as you leave here tonight as graduates and embark on an adventure as you begin the next phase of your life. I have many fond memories of my high school years spent here in this building, more than just a few days ago. And several of those involved time spent in Ms. Ziteroff's homeroom and her biology class. Ms. Ziteroff cared very deeply about this school, about the kids in this district, and she made profound impacts on several of the lives of the kids that have come through this district over the years. And she continues to have a positive impact today with this scholarship. Without further ado, the winner of the 2013 Ruby Ziteroff Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, Matthew Little.
Representing Morehead State University is Gabriel Shadle.
Good evening. My name is Gabe Shadle. I'm admissions counselor with Morehead State University. First and foremost, I want to thank Ms. Corbett. You honestly make my life a whole lot easier, so thank you. You guys are very, very fortunate to have a counselor like Ms. Corbett. Also to the class of 2013. Just a great bunch of students. You guys have really made my job fun over the past year, so I appreciate that. On behalf of the President Wayne Andrews, the Board of Regents, faculty, staff, students, alumni of Morehead State University, I'm pleased to award the following scholarships to these outstanding students. These 5 awards represent a commitment of over $95,000 over the next 4 years to this class of 2013. The first award The first award is the Honor Scholarship, the most prestigious award that we offer at Morehead State, valued at 4 years full tuition, housing, meal plan, books, and also a stipend to study abroad. That recipient is Mr. Kevin Bashir. Kevin is also receiving our valedictorian scholarship, which is a $1,000 one-time award. The next award is valued at 4 years full tuition. This Commonwealth Scholarship is awarded to Mr. Billy Mullins. The next two scholarships is our Eagle Excellence Award. The Eagle Excellence Award is a 100% match over the next 4 years for the Keys money these students have worked so hard for. The first recipient is David Atkins. And finally, Mr. Matthew Little. Congratulations to this class of 2013. Best of luck to you guys.
Representing Alice Lloyd College is Mary Turner.
Good evening. Again, my name is Mary Turner. I'm a missions counselor at Alice Lloyd College. It's indeed an honor to be here tonight to recognize 5 outstanding Jenkins High School seniors. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees and President Joe Stepp, it gives me great pleasure to present them with the Appalachian Leader College Scholarship. This scholarship is full tuition guaranteed regardless of parents' income, good for 5 years. The value of the scholarship is $8,920 per year, and again, it's renewable to 5 years. The first recipient is Mr. David Atkins. Mr. Jacob Campbell. Miss Allison DePriest. Dakota Fleming. Miss Ashley Neese. Thank you. Congratulations, class 2013.
To present the Kentucky Cole County Coalition Scholarship, Judge Jim Ward and company.
Thank you, Karen. And first, I'd like to introduce Mr. Joe Greathouse, which is one of the sponsors of this scholarship. And I'd like to congratulate the graduating class of 2013. And as far as we know, the recipient of this scholarship does not know this at this time. So to announce this scholarship and what it's about, we did have several good applicants, and we're pleased to announce the Larry M. Greathouse Memorial Scholarship in alliance with the Kentucky Cole County Coalition. The Kentucky Cole County Coalition awarded the first scholarship in 2012. The scholarship is awarded to a high school senior and resident of the same county as the Kentucky Cole County Coalition chairman. The chairman this year happens to be me. The scholarship is for $1,000 per year for 4 years for a total of $4,000. Applicants for the Larry M. Greathouse KCCC scholarship must be planning to attend college, university, two-year technical college, or community college. Preference shall be given to a student who has an immediate guardian who has been involved in a work-related injury in the coal mining industry, resulting in a permanent, partial, or permanent total disability award from the Kentucky Department of Workers' Claims, and or the immediate guardian is employed in the coal mining industry. Larry M. Greathouse, the late father of Joe Greathouse, served as Commissioner of the Department of Workers' Claims and was a member of the Kentucky Workers' Compensation Board. This award through the Kentucky Cole County Coalition is in memory of the late Larry M. Greathouse. The recipient of this award has been involved in volunteering for many community activities such as the Salvation Army Cattle Drive, community giveaway programs, and the Jenkins City-wide cleanup. This student has also been a member of the Jenkins High School softball and volleyball teams and is ranked among the top 10 of the graduating class. Their plans after graduation are to attend Dallas Lloyd College and major in pharmacy. Upon losing her father at a young age, this student has struggled through adversity, worked diligently through high school, and has now set goals on succeeding at a higher level. Dallas Lloyd College being her next stop. Through the Larry M. Greathouse Cole County Coalition Joint Scholarship, it is our pleasure to wish this student the very best and hope that they are successful in achieving all their goals. It is with great honor that we present this award tonight to Miss Ashley Neese. Ashley, we also have a check and a plaque, and Mr. Greathouse would like to read the plaque too.
Congratulations, class. Larry M. Greathouse Memorial Scholarship in alliance with the Kentucky Cole County Coalition. 2013 Ashley Neese recipient, Honorable Jim Ward, Chairman of the Kentucky Cole County Coalition Board. May God watch over you, Ashley, as you begin this new chapter in life.
To present the Rotary Club Scholarship is Miss Margaret Hammonds.
Good evening. I am Margaret Hammonds, and I'm a member of the Rotary Club of Whitesburg. And in 2012, the Rotary Club started a club here at Jenkins High School, which is like a Rotary Club. It's called the Interact Club. For 2 years, I've had the privilege of coming over here about twice a month and meeting with the students. This year, we've had 35 members. The Interact Club is a service club. They do community projects as well as international projects. They do fundraisers to make money to do their projects in the community and the international. This evening, I am honored to be able to present $1,000 Rotary Scholarship to a member of this Interact Club.
Billie Jean Mullen. Representing Southeast is Miss Sandy Holbrook.
Going out of order a little bit.
On behalf of Dr. Bruce Ayers and the Board of Directors at Southeast Kentucky Community and Technical College, I'm here to present this $1,000 Renewable Scholarship Award to Mr. Tyler Bowling. To give the PSI scholarship and recognize those students is Miss Brandy Sloan.
At this time, I would like to give all PSI team leaders a certificate of appreciation. Hunter Branham, Sarah Gilly, and Jacob Campbell. Also at this time, on behalf of the Kentucky River District Health Department, I would like to present this year's $500 cash scholarship to Sarah Gilly. Thank you.
The Beta Sigma Phi is an organization in Jenkins, and a few years back they renamed their scholarship in honor of someone that's near and dear to a lot of people with the Jenkins schools and the Jenkins community, and that's Jenny Miller. And they asked me to present these tonight. They had a hard time deciding deciding who they were, so this year, instead of one recipient, there will be two. The first recipient of the Beta Sigma Phi Jenny Lou Miller Scholarship is Stephen Dameron. And the other recipient is Dakota Sexton. Presenting the David Miller Memorial Scholarship is Miss Jody Christopher.
Hi, congratulations. My sister and I came up with this idea to give the scholarship in memory of our dad, who really gave back to the community, and we wanted to do so as well. So we come up with the David Miller Memorial Scholarship. It's a $250 scholarship, one-time pay, and the criteria for that was, of course, you had to be a graduating senior from Jenkins High School. You had to be able to give back to your community in some type of way, and your career choice would be a technical and going to a technical college. So this first annual David Miller Scholarship goes to Jeremiah Keel.
Giving the student address this evening, we're fortunate that she was able to just change her schedule and come in, is Representative Leslie Combs.
Good evening, Jenkins. I'm very, very glad to be here this evening. Let me say something before I address you students. Even though, as many of you all know, I might live over there in Pike County, but I tell you what, when I drive down that road and I cross over that Letcher County line, I'm home. Thank you all, because you all have made me feel that way. So I'm glad to be home tonight addressing you students, graduating 2013, graduating class of Jenkins Independent High School. Let me first say congratulations. This is a wonderful night, especially for you guys. And let me tell you something, for all those people out there in those stands, those family members, it's a great time. Because I'm gonna tell you what, y'all tell me, I've said this very thing from this very stage before. Now you all have been thinking about this night since you were probably what, about that tall? Maybe that tall? Maybe when you started your freshman year? You see these people out here in this audience, these parents and these grandparents, you know how big you were when they started thinking about this? You were about that big. You understand? You were just a little baby. And they've been dreaming about this night. And they're dreaming about the many more occasions that are going to affect you. Let me tell you how I'm going to address you tonight. I don't typically give speeches. Yeah, I've given a few in my time, but usually I just talk. I get up and I talk to people. And that's what I want to do with you guys tonight. Now, I will tell you what, everybody out here, they can listen in, but I want to talk to you all. Now, let me tell you how I want to talk to you all. Tell you a little bit about me. I've got a daughter who's 26. She's still going to school. I don't know if I'll ever get her out of school, get her making a living or not. She likes school too much. I got a son who's 23. And I tell you what, I can celebrate with the rest of these people out here because come this Saturday, my son is graduating from Transylvania University. So I'm feeling the same excitement they're feeling tonight. All right, but here's how I'm going to talk to you all. I'm going to talk to you all just like I talked to those two kids of mine. We're going to have a discussion. Now, when I get through having this discussion, you're probably going to feel sorry for them because you're probably going to say, I hate the fact that she has to sit around talking to them like that all the time. But these are the types of discussions we have. And I've had them since they were little bitty. And to this day, they still call me on the phone and they'll ask me certain questions and we'll go through kind of this same routine I'm getting ready to go through with you all tonight. Let's talk about what we're going to do after tonight. From what I understand, I think every one of you is off to another path, whether it be college, whether it be community college, whether it be career, whatever. We've got a plan for tomorrow. Let's talk about how we're going to go through tomorrow. Let's talk about how we're going to get into that plan. How many of you all going to college know what you're going to major in or what your area of study is going to be? How many of you know? Okay? Not all of you are sure yet, right? Let me give you some thoughts for that. For those of you who know, that's great. Let me tell you this. If you change your mind along the way, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I did that. Now, for those of you who aren't sure, that's okay too. I just described my children and their ages. When they started college, when they started school, they got out of high school, they didn't know what career path or where they were going either. Now, here's what I told them. Regardless of whether you know or you don't know, what do you do best at? You do best at things you enjoy doing. If you read a book you like, you pay more attention to it if you like the subject matter, right? The courses you took, you did better at them if you liked them, right? Whatever you get ready to do next, go do things you like because you can be good at things you like. Let's talk about that for a second, okay? You know what? I've never found anybody that couldn't somehow make a living at doing something they liked. And you know what? When you're doing something you like, it's a whole lot less like work. It's more like fun. And I guarantee you, you'll be more successful at it. So go forth and do things you like. Now let's talk about as we go down that path. Even though you're doing things that you like, you think there's going to be problems along the way? You think there's going to be bumps in the road? There sure is. You know how you get through them? You know how you deal with them? It's how you deal with them. It's how you get past those bumps in the road that make you a true success. Let me tell you something. Don't ever look at things like problems. Don't ever look at them as bad things. You get adversity. You get a problem that faces you, sit down, take a breather, relax, okay? Sit down and think about, wait a minute, I got an obstacle. How am I going to overcome this obstacle? How am I going to fix it and get back on course? You can do it. As you do that, as you continue to go down that road, two things I want to tell you about. Opportunities and relationships. I'll tell y'all something. Take advantage of every opportunity you get. I'm serious. There'll be days you think you don't want to. There'll be times you're bored. There'll be times you're tired. Trust me, get up and go, because every time you do, something good will come of it. You will venture into things you never thought possible. You'll have things that happen that you didn't know would happen because you didn't plan it. That's the way most of life is. Let me tell you something. This life we live, there's no perfect course. There's no script. You got to take it, and you got to make the best out of it. So take those opportunities. Let me tell you something. In this job I'm in, as your elected official, as your state representative, sure, there's times, there's days, I go every day somewhere. I could go every day, every hour somewhere. And yeah, some days I'm tired and I don't want to go. I pick myself up, I go every single time I've done it. I could get done with that event or going to visit a certain group of people, and I come away and I'm telling you something, I've learned something every time. Most likely I've met somebody new every time, and it has been a good experience, and I've gotten something out of it. Let's talk about relationships. As you go down the road, meet everybody you can. Don't be afraid to introduce yourself to someone. Don't get to know about them. Learn about them. Learn about who they are. Learn about who their family is. Learn about what they do. Why? Why do you want to do that? First of all, you can't have too many friends, too many relationships in this life. Because I'm going to be honest with you, that's how we get through this life, is with relationships. And number two, getting to learn about them opens up those doors that you didn't know about. You learn about what their strengths and weaknesses are. They learn about what your strengths and weaknesses are. And someday down the road, I guarantee you, because it's happened to me too many times, a situation comes up and I go, I know somebody who can help me with that. I know what I can do about that. Now, like I said, to this day, my children still call me and they'll have an issue, something will crop up, and they'll call and say, okay, Mom, what are we gonna do about this? And I sat down with them, and I say, okay, let's talk it through. Let's talk it through. Let's not point fingers at people. Let's not blame anybody else, and let's not say it's anybody else's fault. Let's figure out how we're gonna get through whatever obstacles in front of us, and how we're gonna come out on the other side. I'm gonna tell you what, they've still got a long life ahead of them, just like you do, but it's worked so far, okay? And here's a phrase I want you to take with you. Actually, it's my husband who ingrained this little saying into me, and we ingrained it in our children, and I can't tell you how many times it's worked. Nowhere is it written, life is fair. It's what you make of it, and it's how you deal with it, okay? Now, the final thing, give you that old trite saying. I don't want to make light of this. This is very, very important, so listen to the point I'm making. By golly, you guys believe in yourself. You can go do and be whatever you want to be. I'm serious. Now, you may fail a few times along the way. You pick up and you go right back after it. You might have problems along the way. You may change the route as you go. That's okay. But please, please know that you can do it. I want to tell you a story about this girl I know. I've known her since she was born. She grew up in this small town, like what you all have grown up in Jenkins. She knew this town like the back of her hand. She knew everybody in the town. She knew everything there was to know about the town. She went to college. She graduated. And you know, very time, it was graduation time from college. In that little town of hers, there was an opening for the city manager. She applied for that job. Now granted, she was just coming out of college. She had no experience and certainly had no credentials or experience for being city manager of a town. But you know what she thought? Nobody knows my town like I do. Nobody knows it as good as I do, and I know what's good for that town. She applied for that job. And no, she didn't get that job. Knowing what I know today, and knowing the experience and credentials that people have to have for a job, I wouldn't have hired her either. Do you know who that girl was? It was me. That's who it was. And I'm gonna tell you what, to this day, I believe that I would have made them the best city manager there was, because I knew my town, I loved my town, and I knew what my town needed. But did that stop me? No. I went in, I took other avenues. I proceeded into a career that took me 25 years later. And then you know what I'm doing today? I'm up here working for you. I work for all these people here, trying to help them with the needs and the issues they've got. And why? Because I believed in myself, and I believed that I could do whatever I needed to do. Am I always successful? No. I have these folks come to me every day. They have needs, they have wants, they need help. And I do everything I can to help them. Some days I'm successful and some days I'm not. But I'm gonna tell you what we always told our children, do the very best you can do, and we cannot fault you for that. As long as you gave it your very best and you did the best you can do. Do you know they'd always come out with a test? And that's a question we'd ask, how'd you do? Well, I think I did all right. Did you do the best you could do? Yes. Then that's all we can ask. All right? So I want you folks to go forth and do good. Do great things, because I know you can. But by golly, you believe in yourself. You know you can do it. And let me tell you something. You've got some people here that believe in you and know you can do it. They raised you to go do it. Go forth and do good. And let me leave you with this. I work for you. That's what I want you to do, is go out and do for others. Because the return to you will be 100 times. And the reward you will get. And not only that, the difference that you'll be making. So congratulations to you all. Congratulations to you parents and grandparents. And I'm going to tell you something. It is an honor and a privilege serving you. Thank you all. Congratulations.
To be the high school salutatorian, the criteria is the student must be an honor student and have the highest GPA after the valedictorian and complete the criteria for the highest diploma offered. The salutatorian for the class of 2013 is Billy Jean Mullins III.
Good evening to our visitors, to our faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. Thank you all so very much for being here with us tonight. Tonight marks one of the most eventful moments as students, our graduation. This is the day we felt would never come, that we looked into the distance as we extended our reach. It's funny, because looking back, it seems like only yesterday we were new to high school. Now, we all sit here as the real world creeps up on us. This is the summation of our efforts. This is all that we've worked for in our 13 long years. It is the day that we walk these halls, this gym, and this stage for the final time as students, then walk out the doors to make ourselves all we can. Today is ours. The crown is upon us. Now it is our turn to live, to go to college, to work, and succeed. 10 years ago, I could have never imagined this moment. Graduating was just graduating. Nothing sentimental, emotional, or glorious about it aside from getting out of school. I had no idea that I would feel so much emotion, nor did I expect to share it with these wonderful people sitting before me. The feeling is happy, with a touch of melancholy and unease. No doubt, I'm comfortable in knowing that I will be off to college, but there are so many memories that will be left behind. But now's the time for our next chapter as graduates. I look back and I see so many wonderful memories from my times in school. I remember meeting my best friend before kindergarten in the park in town, seeing how wild he was, and seeing how far we've come as individuals now. I remember leaving elementary school, leaving behind familiar faces to see the wonders of middle high. I remember being on the bottom of the chain, scared as a young middle school student, and rising from there to become a freshman. From there, it's also sentimental, with all of the friends and all of the knowledge I've gained. All of these memories and these people have forever marked me in my mind and my heart. These make me who I am now and have shaped me as an individual. I must say that I'm truly blessed for all of the friends I've grown to know. Not only am I blessed with memories from my many friendships over my years, but I am equally blessed with my loving and caring family. I have my mother and my father, whom I owe my very existence to. I have my sister, who has been a guiding figure throughout my life, and in times, the friend I needed so dearly. There is also my nephew, who gives me hope and makes me smile. And I cannot forget my dear brother, who was lost 10 years ago. He drives me, motivates me, and makes me want better for myself and for those who are close to me. Yes, my family has given me many wonderful memories to cherish for all of my life. With their memories, they drive me and give me my reasoning. They support me, and with that, they empower me. I have many more people to thank than previously mentioned. For example, my guidance counselor, who from day one has pushed me to achieve all that I can and has always been there with me when I've needed help or guidance. I also thank all of my elementary teachers who have taught me more than just math or English, but something more along the lines of life lessons. They have all urged me to fuel my drive for knowledge. The board also has my deepest gratitude, as they have provided me, as well as other students, the opportunity to experience college while still in high school. Their offer of dual enrollment courses through the University of Pikeville have greatly expanded my studies and also given me credit to push myself ahead through others in college. Finally, there are the teachers I've had the pleasure of knowing beyond elementary school, throughout my middle and high school years. These people have truly taught me and given me knowledge that is crucial for my path to college. They, along with others, have prepared me for college in more ways than any ordinary teachers could ever. Thanks to all of you, I am not only prepared for college, but I have a taste of what to expect during my studies as a college student. And to my peers graduating with me, I have known many of you for quite some time. You have been great friends to me, and together we have made our way to this point. Isn't it spectacular? This is what we've all been waiting for. We've done our time walking these halls and shared our many glorious moments in this building. But now it's time for something more. Now it's the time when we rise up as those moving into the world of adulthood, and we make more for ourselves and for the generations to come. So here's to all of us as we are all off to college, as we go to work, and we make something of ourselves. So let's do it, class of 2013. Let's graduate.
The criteria for high school valedictorian is they must be an honor student, have the highest grade point average, and complete the criteria for the highest diploma offered. The valedictorian for the class of 2013 is Kevin Blake Brashear.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, teachers, students, and most of all, good evening, graduates of the class of 2013. Thank you everybody that came out today. Gosh guys, we really made it. At the end of this ceremony, we will never walk these halls again as students. We will have officially made the transition into being classified as alumni of the Jenkins Independent School System. And I know that most of us wouldn't be here today if we hadn't have had help. So that is why before I start, there are some people that I need to thank for me being here today. My mother and father, along with the rest of my family, have always been behind my reins, pushing me to the best I can be and comforting me whenever I felt that I haven't been all I can be. But they are just the obvious people. I want to thank the salutatorian, Billy Mullins, for always providing competition for me since the first day of kindergarten. I would have never pushed myself to improve so immensely if it hadn't been for this young man. I have to credit the teachers I had at McRoberts Elementary, Miss Bentley, Miss Kennedy, Miss Blair, Miss Clisso, and Miss Banks, for they have given me the best educational background I could have ever asked for, along with the amazing teachers like Miss Susan Rowland and Miss Azure Wright, who have only helped to improve on what I've already been blessed with. I would like to thank Miss Watts and Miss Sherry Wright for all the support they have shown the dual credit program. And I can't forget about Miss Corbett, who spent more time going over my scholarship applications and fixing my class schedule than I could ever expect of anyone. And who can forget about Keith Little? He has made sure that I've been on time to either Jenkins or UPike since my 7th grade year. I have to thank my girlfriend, Ashley Wright, who has always pushed me to get the highest grades I could, regardless if I was willing to settle for a few points less. Last but not least, I need to thank Miss Joanna for helping to steer me to the person I am today, and for helping me stay right with the Lord that has given me all the opportunities and have blessed me with the wonderful people in my life. As I sit here today, looking at all of you, I can't help but remember all the times we've spent together, times both inside these walls and outside. We have spent more times with each other than we have our family, So many memories we have shared. I still remember the 8th grade trip before we even came to high school. The trip to WonderWorks seemed so cool to all of us, but our sponsors had no idea what they were getting into when they signed up. Fast forward 4 years to our senior trip to Atlanta. Remember how Matt Little met some fairly nice, interesting people down there. Remember how Cody, Jeremiah, and Jake all fell victim to the basketball shooting competition. Between the three of them, the guy walked away with $50 and thanked us as we left. And for you ladies who weren't there to see this, remember the kind words that Miss Sparks said to the person at the spray paint t-shirt shop? We truly wouldn't have made it out of underground Atlanta without her. Remember battling the lines of Six Flags to ride every roller coaster? Even though Charlie had never ridden one, he was so excited. He was so excited. And remember Davin dancing on the Shake It cam at Turner Field so that we'd all be put on the big screen? Remember the first pep rally of our sophomore year when we went head-to-head against the seniors and won in tug of war? I don't think I've ever seen half of our class so happy. Our color war day last year, when we got cheated out of winning by the class above us, there was more green in the school that day than black. I know that for sure. I don't care what they say. I'm pretty sure that everybody has also heard Miss Wright complaining about having to work AP Calculus with me. It's pretty much every period of the day this semester. And let's be honest, what guy in here will ever be able to forget about picking on Mr. Sumter or talking to him about hunting or cars? I could go on and on about the memories that stand out in my head when I think about the several years we've shared together, but I don't think our audience would appreciate it if it lasted into tomorrow. Our 8-hour-a-day, 40-hour weeks together have shaped us into who we are, and it is partly scary to think about this changing, about not coming to school and seeing all of you next year, or any year after that. Our time in this school has passed. Next year, we will be confronted with our first taste of the real world. Some of us will go to college, others will go to a vocational or trade school, while the rest of us will go straight into the workforce. I know that I'm not the wisest person on the block, or someone any one of you guys can look up to, but please listen to me when I tell you some lessons I've learned in my 18 years that could help each of you on your own path. First, do not procrastinate, even though every teacher I've ever had in this room will tell you that I'm guilty of it. I learned this year that putting something off for extended periods of time never helps your cause. Secondly, be social. It never hurts to have connections. Thirdly, work hard. If you never strive to improve your work ethic or yourself, you will always struggle. You have to make it happen. And last but not least, fourthly, remember each other. Each of us may not be the best of friends with everyone in our class, but we all have our friends. Keeping contact with each other can only help in the long run. Who knows when one of us may need help in the near future. I effectively put off this speech this year until Miss Corbett was practically getting ready to call my mother on me. She thinks that it was because of my tendencies to being a procrastinator, but I have a completely different motive. Even though I'm ready for what lies outside of these walls, I'd give anything for just one more carefree week in class with the rest of you guys. Whether you feel that way now or not, the thought will cross your mind in your lives several times. I can guarantee each and every one of you that. I'm proud to be a Cavalier. I'm proud to call you guys my classmates and to call this school my second home. So now it is time for me to close. The class of 2013, let me leave you with a few thoughts and tasks. Tonight, thank everyone who has helped you be here today. Thank each and every teacher you have had, whether you enjoyed his or her classes or not. Thank each and every member of our school's administration because they have done all they can for us. Thank your families for pushing you, but most importantly, thank each other for the memories and times we have shared. Let me leave you with a quote. President John F. Kennedy once said, "Never before has man had such a capacity to control his own environment, to end thirst and hunger, to conquer poverty and disease, to banish illiteracy and massive human misery. We have the power to make this the best generation of mankind in the history of the world, or to make it the last. Class of 2013, Jenkins has prepared us to continue with our lives and contribute back to society. We have the power that the late president talked about. We can have such an impact on our community. And with that, class of 2013, let's graduate.
At this time, we're going to do the senior slideshow.
diploma, a student must complete all the requirements for pre-college diploma, as well as successfully passing 4 advanced placement courses and taking 3 exams. This year, we have 1 student who successfully completed the requirements for this diploma, as well as completing 2 years of dual credit classes at the University of Pikeville, and that is Kevin Blake Brashear.
Oh, didn't mean to punch you. That's a lot.
I guess this might be the moment you all are waiting for. At this time, we'll present the class of 2013 to get their diplomas. Kevin Blake Brashear.
No, 4.26 rounds up to it.
4.2. Billy Jean Mullins III. Michaela Cheyenne Adams. Davin Zared Adkins. Caitlin Marie Aislinger. Stephen Nicholas Baker. Rachel Dixiana Bowley. Tyler Jordan Bowling. Jacob Tyler Campbell. Michael Dakota Childers. Brittany Cheryl Church. Catherine Dawn Church. Ricky Blaine Church. John Michael Scott Collins. Joshua Edward Collins. Charlie MacArthur Cox III. Stephen Matthew Dameron. Dakota Lee Fleming. Kaylin Mackenzie Fleming. Kelly Nicole Fouts. Allison Renee Goodson. Casey Ray Hall. Kirkland Elijah Hall. Haley O'Neill Howard. Jeremiah Matthew Keel. Brooklyn Lindsay King. Mackenzie Leanne Kovach. Matthew Stewart Little. Brittany Nicole Mullins. Linda Kayleen Mullins. Ashley Danielle Neese. Autumn Rain Ratliff. James W. Rivas. Channing Marcus Richardson. Timothy Harlan Seals. Dakota Lynn Sexton. Brandon Dean Trotter. William Austin Vanover.
Before I announce the class as graduates, I'd like to say about 20 minutes worth here. Just kidding. I would be derelict not to mention someone who's played a great part probably in a lot of your all's lives who passed away this past year is Mr. Frank Welch. He was a great supporter of this system. He loved the kids and he loved to see that you could exceed and excel. And he loved being with you all every day. Another thing I learned today is, Leslie says, you learn something every time you come around. If you did some math in your head, 39 graduates, but there was almost $1 million worth of scholarships that could be come to these kids over this time. That's a phenomenal amount for such a small school. And then again, the dual credit courses, I want to thank the board for going along with this. This was a process, like you say, we're the only ones that do the dual credit, furnish the transportation, pay the fees, and are now seeing the success, and we hope it continues to grow. So now, saying all that, would you all please stand? As chairman of the Board of Education of the Jenkins Independent School, I certify the following students have met the requirements for graduation set forth by the Kentucky Department of Education. And with the power vested in me as chairman of the board, I now present the graduating class of 2013.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.